Well, it was really for the latter stages of the third quarter. Um, we had a couple of untimely turnovers. We missed some shots offensively, um, and then defensively. They got in transition, and that got them going, got the building going. Um, and then I haven't looked at the whole thing yet. I've looked at a few plays, but fourth quarter was obviously was obviously very rough, and a lot of it was our fouling to extend the game. But we got to play better overall. We got to make more shots. We got to defend situations better. Um, and the fouling really hurt us. I mean, Nemhard and Neesmith fouling out really hurt us a lot. So we got plenty to look at. We got another shot at these guys on Saturday. Um, it's a tough place to play. You know, they're a hard playing team, but look at it and look forward to Saturday.
As you mentioned, obviously a lot of missed shots, but you go from I think 7 of 16 from three in the first half. I think 4 of 27. Some of that is just trying to come back and trying to take as many threes as you can. But I mean, just did you see did they get rushed on offense? Were they forcing stuff? I mean, what do you think led to the fact that the shots that you guys were making in the first half you were not making in the second half, or did you kind of think shot selection got out of whack or anything like that?
Well, shot selection was a factor in the Portland game. There were some um, shots where we could have clearly gotten better shots. It's gonna be like that in every NBA game. Tyrese had such a hellacious first half of shot making and playmaking and everything. And then Andrew getting in foul trouble really limited our ability to get Tyrese rest. I mean, I could have thrown TJ in there, but it just didn't seem like the right thing to do. The game was just going already. It would have been really tough. And look, we got to play better. We got to play better. It's a 48-minute game. It's not a 36-minute game. If it was a 36-minute game, there'd be a lot of teams with better records. But we'll look at it. There's no excuses. No excuses. I do know there were a lot of you know small defensive mistakes that lead to baskets for them, and that kills momentum. It takes us out of transition, and so these are things we got to shore up as well.
Obviously, Jimmy cover in general. What he gets, I think, 20 free throws. Obviously, that's a big part of how everybody gets fouled out in the first place. I mean, just um, that's a veteran guy who's been to championships and everything else. That's a big piece of what made it just difficult for your guys to deal with. It seemed like you were throwing a lot of different things at him, trying to get the right switches, and it made it hard to find an answer for him.
Yeah, he's a great player. What else? We're gonna have to look at it and adjust and find ways to keep him off the free throw line. And it's never easy. It's never, and particularly not when you're behind and trying to come back. So, look, we had an opportunity to play from in front. We lost it, in the fourth quarter once the fourth quarter started, and so we gotta take a hard look at it and adjust. And there's probably some things mindset wise we can adjust as well, and go from there. That's it.
Hi, Coach. I'd like to ask you about how you prepare a game against the Heat. You are one of the best in the league about coaches. So this team is not only about scouting, right? It's also sometimes they can change from one quarter to the other. Today they scored 45 points against your team. That is the team with most points per game. So how do you prepare a game like this against the Heat?
Well, coming into the game, they had started 14 different guys. I mean, we didn't know who they were going to start. It sounded like there was a good chance Butler was going to play. So, I mean, you got to prepare a game plan that will work for whoever they put out there. And there's got to be contingencies. If they start Love, that's a different kind of problem. If Butler plays and he starts and they got Highsmith out there, then they're a different kind of team, and you probably got to prepare a little more offensively than you would have had to. So look, we try to cover all that stuff. We 132 points is enough points. Our problems, we're at both ends, but I think when we look at it, we're going to see that they were predominantly defensive problems, and so we got to make adjustments and do better there.
Yeah, we just missed shots that we usually make. I was 0 for 2 from 3. We missed free throws. Buddy doesn't shoot that bad, so tough night. But we just score a lot of points. We just got to defend.
Do you get a sense that things got rushed for a little while? I mean, obviously, a shot number like that probably makes it look like that.
I don't know about rush, but we just try to pick up the game a little bit, run and jump, quick shots. We don't have a lot of time left, so I'm just trying to do whatever we can to come back.
You mentioned the free throws. How much is that going to eat you guys when you leave 11 on the line?
Yeah, that's tough. We're a great free throw shooting team. Ty missed a few. I missed 2. So it's just tough.
Bruce, a couple of weeks ago, you guys were in the same position. You lost the first game to Philadelphia. Is it an advantage to play Miami again on Saturday night?
I think it's great that we get another chance at them. Obviously, we'll be a little pissed. I'm mad that we lost tonight, so try to get a win Saturday.
Yeah, one of those things. Did you feel like the shots in the second half were the same you guys were getting in the first half from three-point range?
We were getting our shots. We just didn't make them.
I just felt like we came out with a lot of energy. We was playing our basketball, how we play. Like we was doing all the right things. Felt like in the second half we kind of slacked a little bit defensively. We started missing shots, which is part of the game. But yeah, we played them Saturday, so we're gonna get ready for them.
You guys did this a couple of weeks ago. You lost game 1 against Philadelphia, came back and beat them on Tuesday. Advantage for you guys to play them again on Saturday night?
Yeah, I feel like anytime it's a back-to-back against teams, we usually, the losing team usually has the edge because they have a bigger motor to come in and try and get that win. So I feel like the edge is going to be there. It's just going to be whether or not we lock in to what the coaches is telling us. They're giving us the blueprint. All we got to do is go out there and follow it.
For you personally, your offensive numbers really big the last 6, 7, 8 games. Are you starting to get more comfortable with your teammates?
I'm just going out there, playing my basketball, doing whatever I can to help the team win. Got great guys around me, Tyrese, Buddy, Miles, Ben, like everybody, Bruce, everybody who's on the court, like everybody is doing their job to not only help themselves but help everybody else. So we're going to continue to work and try and get more W's.
No. I just want to win. So it's frustrating right now. I think we're just in a frustrating place in the season right now. But we got to figure it out. We got to come together. It's a time where, you can split or come together and figure it out. And, I think we'll do the latter. I believe in this group and, some defensive lapses. Let them get a run going there and just not getting good shots offensively. But, yeah, we can be better for sure.
What also happened, like second half, some of the adjustments they made defensively to you to sort of change the game? How do you guys deal with that moving forward?
Yeah, I don't know if it was much defensive adjustments. I'm not going to take away from what they did. I felt like I was still getting great looks, just started missing some in the second half. But I got to do a better job of getting guys in the right spots. We were a little helter-skelter offensively there in the late third and the whole fourth. So I got to do a better job putting guys in the right position to succeed. So I'll take that.
But it did seem like you guys had a lot of good looks, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's a make-or-miss league, and we're, one of the best three-point shooting teams in the league. You're going to make some, you're going to miss some. It happens. I'm confident that the looks we got, we're going to keep producing those same looks, as the season goes on, especially in 2 days, and we're going to make those. So, we're going to keep passing it, keep shooting it, and they'll fall.
Obviously, you guys made a run after they went up by 14, 16.
Yeah.
Until the end, but just how frustrating were those 5-6 minutes where it just seemed like everything at the rim, they were getting to the line or a layup.
Yeah, I think we just got to be more disciplined defensively. I think kudos to them. They did make a few tough mid-range jumpers. That's their shot profile, though. Jimmy's a mid-range guy. Jaime's a mid-range guy. Josh Richardson made a fadeaway mid-range. Bam didn't play, but he's a mid-range guy. That's what they do. You know what I mean? So we got to be more disciplined. We gave up a couple backdoor cuts that, kind of messed up the flow of the game in the fourth. So we got to be better there. But, I mean, it ultimately comes down to defense. Like, we could score against anybody as a group, and we're going to get the right shots, and we're going to play fast against anybody. But at some point this year, we're going to have to get some stops to win games, and that's not on anybody. That's not on the coaching staff. That's on us as players. And, it starts with me, in that first group. But I think, we just got to be better there.
You use the term helter-skelter. I mean, what just seemed to be just out of whack offensively? I mean, obviously, some of it's just shots not going in. That sometimes you guys hit a lot. But I mean, is there anything you'd put your finger on as to how the offense was just operating differently that led maybe less smooth than what it usually does?
Yeah, I just didn't do a good job of putting guys in the right spots. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna watch the film later, be better. But I think I just had too many guys above the free throw line, floating. And what Miami does so well is they got a lot of physical guys with good hands. Jimmy, Josh Richardson, Caleb Martin. All these guys are active all the time. And if everybody's above the free throw line, they can be in gaps, and there's not really anywhere to go. So we got to do a better job of flattening out. And I thought we did a really good job in the first half of playing random basketball, doing what we do, flying around, blur screens, setting screens, backdoors, all that good stuff, where the ball kind of got stuck a little bit. And I'm taking responsibility for that as a point guard. So I got to do a better job of that, and I'm sure I will on Saturday.
I know you only care about winning, but you've had 43 in this building. You've had 44 now in this building. What is it about coming down here that seems to get you going?
Well, I grew up a Heat fan. I grew up a LeBron fan. So, you know what I mean? Like, I had a poster in my room of LeBron's jersey, Dwayne Wade's jersey, and my jersey, So, like, I always say that, like, when we play in Cleveland or play in Miami, those are places I always wanted to go when I was a kid. So there's just some special juice when I play in those arenas. It's always fun. In Miami, like, how do you not get up from Miami? It's probably the best coach team in the NBA. I have a good relationship with Spo from USA Basketball and stuff like that. So I think the best players just get up for the best opponents, and perennially, you always see Miami at the top. So it's a fun competition, and I love that.
I don't want to ask you about tonight, but about the season. How can you explain that this team can be right now scoring 11 more points per game this present season? How can you explain that?
Yeah, I mean, just playing the right way. We got a lot of unselfish guys. I think Coach allows my personality and who I am as a player to flow into our offense, and sharing the ball. And I think we lead the league, or top 5 in the league in assists. And I think obviously that starts with me, but I think it's everybody sharing the ball and wanting to see others succeed. And it's all good. It's all a good thing. But I mean, we can score as many points as we want, but we're still last in defense. So we got to figure that out. There's no, like, everybody keeps talking about it like it's this surprising thing, or like it's this super smart idea that we need to play more defense. Like, I mean, we know that, but we got to figure it out because, you're losing games that you shouldn't be losing. Like, we were in control tonight. We've been in control of many games in the fourth quarter this year that we just can't close the right way. So we just got to be better on that end.
In your particular case, if the team keeps playing like you are doing it, you'll be scoring a lot of points. You'll be in the discussion, the conversation for the MVP, for the top scorer. What about that?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to get to playoffs. I'm not gonna lie. Like all the individual stuff is cool, and I've accomplished a lot individually already. Been an all-star, which is the main goal in my, when I came to the NBA. And obviously, there's more for me to achieve individually, but I mean, individual success is nothing at this point. I just want to win. Like, I'm tired of being a loser. So, I got to do a better job of finding ways to win. Like, obviously, I had a decent game tonight, but I got to be better for us to win games, and that's just plain simple.
With that, though, when you have it going like you did in the first half, what's that feel like?
It's like a spiritual feeling. I feel like I've been there for the majority of the season, where it feels like it's just me, my defender, and the ball out there sometimes. Nobody's in the crowd. It's just like, it's basketball bliss. You know what I mean? Like, it feels amazing. So I think my teammates just put me in the right position.